Good day, viewers. You are once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we'll bring you the best. You have an evangelist. The list for the terrorist sponsors has been released, and Simon Ekpa's name was included in that list. Simon Ekpa has been tagged a terrorist sponsor by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and so many people are coming out to react terribly about this. Biafrans have hit the street reacting that Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist sponsor, that this is an injustice. I would like to know, Biafran Evangelist, what is your take on this list that was released?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember one and the only humble sir, Benjamin Johnson, SHNC, the aka the Biafran evangelist. And I will continue to speak that truth which you know me with. I'm not surprised of seeing Maze Simon Ekpa in the list of Nigerian terrorist sponsors. Why did I say so? The reason is this. Anything may mention of the Igbos and they are not involved, Nigeria is not always okay. Why am I saying this? There was a coup that took place in 1966, January 15, because it was the Igbos' involvement of the two Nzogu involved and Ifajona. Two of them being involved in that coup make Nigeria to call it Igbo coup. And beside these two of them, and this coup that took place that very year, coups have been has been going on in Nigeria, but they have not given it a name up to this very date. You remember that there is a saying, or there was a said, that the Nigerian military plotted a coup against the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm talking about the current president who tagged Simon Ekpa a terrorist. There was a coup against him, which the coup backfired because Igbos was not involved. What is the name they give it? They have not given it a name up to date. Had it been that the Igbo man is involved, they will refer it to Igbo. You are calling Simon Ekpa a terrorist. In what sense? A terrorist financier or a terrorist sponsor? In what sense? Is agitation, self-determination, is it against the law? Is it a crime? Is it a sin? Is it not under the law? Many nations, including Nigeria, fought for their own independence. Finland fought for their own independence, including America, which happened to be #1 in the world today. They fought for their own independence and they got their independence in 18th centuries. If I'm not mistaken, they got their independence in 1880 something or 1854. Thereabout, yeah, 1854. If I'm not mistaken. Do you understand me? See, they got their independence from who? From UK. So what Simon Ekpa did was not wrong. And South Africa could remember the time of Nelson, the late Mandela, when he was fighting. He fought for freedom of South Africa. Why the second in command took arms, pick up arms. And let me tell you, no smoke without fire. Before Simon Ekpa came up, it was as a result of, first and foremost, let us flash our memory back. For people to protest with an ordinary paper, is it harmful? Is it hurtful? Is it dangerous? So what prompted Brutai and Buhari to go and massacre the Igbos, the Biafrans, in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's compound? People that did not have not even a wood, firewood. They only hold paper in protest. Then you expect them to continue remain like that. No smoke without fire. It was as a result of the killing of the Easterners in the southeast that made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to even form the ESN, the Eastern Security Network. Was there anything like Eastern Security Network before? How old is Nigeria today? Something lead to something. And Nigeria doesn't want to address the issue from the root, from the grassroots. Okay, ever since they have arrested Simon Ekpa, the killing, did the killing stop? The over 176 persons that was killed in where? In Yoruba land. Is that Simon Ekpa? In place called Kwara. Is this Simon Ekpa? I'm asking. Somebody should tell me. What about the general that was key in Borno State? Is that one Simon Ekpan plus 32 soldiers? What about the ones that Nigerian army with their uniform bomb over 85 civilians? Is those ones Simon Ekpan? I'm telling you, the terrorists we are talking about in this country are Nigeria and Nigerian military, for that matter. Which Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the sponsor. How do I mean? Shoigumi, according to his words, said that whenever he goes to negotiate with the bandit or with the terrorists, that the Nigerian government used to sign army and soldier for him, that we accompany him to that ground where he settled those boys. After negotiating with them, he will go to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Was he not in this Bola Ahmed Tinubu government? That the Bola Ahmed Tinubu include terrorists, Tuji Bello and co. to Peru, which has never happened before in the history of this country. Do you understand me? So Tinubu added them on a payroll. So whenever month end, Shoigumi will go as the middleman to go and collect the Fed from the Bola Ahmed Tinubu and give it to the terrorists, Tuji Bello and his company. It's only in Nigeria, especially in East, that they will say they want amnesty. They are giving amnesty. They will tell them to drop their guns, and which they will drop their guns. You can see. But when they want to give amnesty, the Tuji Bello and his company groups, what happened? They still collect the amnesty money and still hang their gun and walk away. Are you not seeing it? No, are you not seeing it? Not one, not two. If they can kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, Tuji Bello is in Nigeria. They have not been able. That is to tell you, both Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows what is happening in the insecurity that is going on in Nigeria. They are all aware. They are partners in crime. But because anything that did not include Igbo man, the thing will not, make noise. So they wanted something to make it loud. That is why they include Simon Ekpan. So that this thing will be so noisy and so loud. Now, Nigeria tag IPOB a terrorist. But to the same UK is gave IPOB amnesty. If we are terrorists, should UK be giving us amnesty? If we are terrorists, will Germany be giving us amnesty? Go to Germany, go and see the Biafrans. Go to America. As I'm speaking to you, go and check. The captain, the #1 overall captain in their country today is an Igbo man. When you talk of the warship of America today. So if we actually are the terrorists, if we are the terrorists terrorizing this country, will they allow us or giving us such recognition in their countries, in their various countries? Go to France, all over the world. There is no place you will travel that you will not see a Biafran man. I'm talking about Igbos. So what are we saying? So only Simon Ekpan, a terrorist, I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised. It's not news to me. Because even before we start to defend ourselves, they have already called us what? A terrorist. Why? That December 2nd, 2024. Had it been that program that Simon Ekpan accepted the Nigerian offer, they will not call him a terrorist. They will call him and give him praises. Had it been that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is in Sokoto prison today, accepted the offer, the bribe that they give to him, they will sing the praises of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as the best Igbo man. Just the same way Udele and Igbokwe and Co are collecting their own money with a hope of the Ojo. All those people, do you see the way Nigeria is embracing them? Because those ones collect the money to kill their own blood, to destroy their own family, and to destroy their own land. But these people said no, that they will not partake in that evil, to share their own blood, to betray their own people. Are you hearing me? Because of that, they decided to call them a terrorist. Why I am not bothered is this, and I'm using this opportunity to tell the Biafrans not to be worried, not to be bothered, not to be feared. Don't be scared. Why am I saying that? It's only Nigeria that call us a terrorist. The whole world knows that we are not terrorists. We are hustling for survival. And what we are fighting for is not evil. Are you getting it? It's under the law. And it's a normal procedure. And there is no smoke without fire. You don't expect me, if you kill me, choke me knife today, choke me tomorrow, expect me to walk without a knife tomorrow to defend myself. Okay? So Biafrans, don't be scared, because Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finnish government, by the special grace of God, we are already in April. By May, everything you all will begin to sing hallelujah. Jubilation will come back again. We all, everybody will see in Finland that I am happy. Do you know why I'm saying I'm happy?
Why are you happy?
Good and fine. I am happy that today, that the war between US, Israel, and Iran have exposed the real enemies of America. The real enemies of Americans are the people that Americans call their own. Who are they? The Europeans, UK and France, and the others. They have seen it now, that not even Russia, Putin, is the major problem or threat, but the people that call themselves colleagues in NATO are the one that is eating them. Okay? That Belgian rat that will be eating you at the same time, it will be, it will blowing you breeze. That is UK, and that is France. So this time around, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you hear Tinubu before to talk about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you see them in the National Assembly talk about Mazi Nnamdi? But because of the pressure that is coming up, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer a citizen of UK, automatically he has become a citizen of Georgia. And Georgia is where? Georgia is in America. He's a citizen, so you cannot touch him again. And there is every sacrosanct that anything that makes him to come out of that place, definitely, automatically, Biafra has come. And that is the reason why they are scared. Because anything at all, once they come, no negotiation. If you want to negotiate, you would have done that. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu get it wrong by sentencing him to life imprisonment. That is where he made the mistake. And if I were him, you know what I will do? I wouldn't have visited that case. I will die it off and call him out. I will call him, I will sit down with him, we talk. There is a way, if you want to catch a monkey, play along. Are you hearing me? But because of the hatred and what he has promised the Fulanis, the Hausa, that he want to continue from where Buhari stopped. That's why he now sentenced. See, let me tell you, I do tell people that you see all these Fulani we are talking about, you see all these Hausas we are talking about, they are not even the major problem of Nigeria. They are not even the enemies of the Igbos, now Yorubas. Yes, they are the one that will go to the bush and hit boy and come outside and ask you who knocked that thing. Yes, I'm telling you, do your findings. Go and listen to what Erofai said. After Erofai, there is another caliphate in the north. Go and listen to what they said. They said that was why they denied Obi his mandate, that actually it was Obi that won the election. So what are we saying? And now it's playing. It has shown to every average Biafran man that the real enemy, just as the war in Iran showed to Trump, has proven to Trump. Now, the thing has proven to us, the Biafrans, that the major problem, the people that are our real enemies are the Yorubas.
I know that my viewers will love to hear what you mean by what Erofai said concerning the Yorubas. Please, I would like to.
Yes, what I mean is this. Erofai made it clearly and said that mostly at the night, not that Igbos are not qualified. Igbos are the citizen of the country that they have what it takes to rule Nigeria. And they are fully qualified to rule Nigeria. But whenever they intend to, okay, let's Igbos, this is their turn for them to rule Nigeria. You see Yorubas coming to them at night, telling them not to allow the Igbo people, that they should collide with them, let it be them and them. And I will give you an example, I will give you reason. When Obasanjo was inside prison, Do you know that Obasanjo did not do campaign primarily to become president of this country? Are you aware? Who are the people that make Obasanjo president? I will tell you, because Obasanjo was in prison when they formed PDP. Where is Ekweme? Ekweme is one of the founder, IBB, Abubakar, Abdul Salam, and the rest of them. These are the people that formed PDP. Here was what is it, Olusegun Obasanjo in the prison. Ekweme. At the end of the day, they decided after the death of Abacha and when Abdul Salam Abubakar ascended the throne in 1998, in 1999, he chose to return Nigeria to democratic government, which led Obasanjo. I could remember vividly well that very night when they did their primary election. They collide. That's the same thing that happened between Wike, Atiku, and Tambua in their primary PDP election that eventually lead to the collapse of PDP today. Are you hearing me? Was what played as at that time. So they now connive, 9 minutes to support, carry their vote, and give it to Obasanjo, to bring Obasanjo as the president. And they said, according to their own statement, they use it to compensate the Yorubas as a result of IBB denying MKO Abiola 1993, June 12. Remember? And in that 1993, June 12, who made it to be, a democratic date in Nigeria? Now Igbo man sacrificed himself. See Igbo man that sacrificed himself to announce MKO Abiola as what the winner. If you announce a Tofa, what will Abiola do? Nothing. But for you to see the clear conscience of Igbo people towards these people, but yet their heart out of envy and strife, that hatred, they don't want to delete it from their mind. Hatred. There is a difference between fear and hatred. Do you understand? So, as I was saying, that was what played in 99. And that same thing continued in 2023. Before 2023, I will tell you, remember, when the late Yaradua with the Jonathan 2007 became president, before Yaradua now passed away, do you know that it took them extra 1 year to allow Jonathan to become the president, to finish up that tenure? Have you forgotten?
Extra 1 year.
Extra 1 year before Jonathan could assume the office. That makes Jonathan to start 2010, then end in 2012, to now run for 4 years, which he ended up in 2015. When Buhari now took over. The same Tinubu went at the back to brought to Buhari and they collided just usual way. And from you see this Boko Haram you are hearing today, Tinubu hand is involved. Yes, because he was the one who called Buhari. They reached an agreement to bring people that will make Jonathan government ungovernable. Have you forgotten that Buhari said it as at that time, 2013, 2014, to bring the 2,000 Fulanis in case Jonathan refused to leave office? I will not forget that, because the very date that the election was supposed to be held was postponed, and Obasanjo said that Jonathan wants to retain that power, that no president in Africa who's postponed the date of election that loses election. Obasanjo said it. For you to see the hatred they have against the Igbos, the Biafrans. But it's paining me that Biafrans doesn't want to get sense, to realize where the source of their problem is coming from. Are you hearing me? So in 2023, who won election? Obi won election. Erofai and Co stood against Obi, said that Tinubu should go. That was why Tinubu was announced overnight. Are you hearing me? He was announced overnight. And what happened? Today, what is happening? He picked up Erofai fights with Erofai, and Erofai now started exposing the secret El-Rufai confessed it, that it was actually Obi that won the election. But these people come at the night, as usual, to follow them. Let deny this person. Once we finish, we will give you back. And that is why they are telling you that this is the South time. Hello, you get the point now. After now, they will tell you it is the northern time. Because they use Obasanjo to compensate the late Yaradua. You understand? See, because they are, let me tell you, this thing has been, but the Igbos, is the high time that you people should come back to your senses and stand out and stand up to do the needful, to defend your dignity and integrity. Defend your land. Do not sell it because of money. And God will bless you. Thank you.